Retirement used to mean slowing down. Today, more people over 60 are buying sailboats than ever before. The promise is adventure, freedom, a healthier body, and a clearer mind. But the wrong boat can turn dreams into danger, especially as handling, comfort, and safety become non-negotiable. What sets the best sailboats after 60 apart from those that could leave you stranded or sidelined? Here is what the data and real sailors reveal next. Across marinas and anchorages, the faces of sailing are changing. More people in their 60s and 70s are stepping aboard, drawn not just by the call of open water, but by the promise of a lifestyle that keeps both body and mind active. National surveys show the average first-time cruising boat buyer is now in their late 50s or early 60s, with many choosing their first sailboat just after retirement. For these sailors, the appeal goes far beyond leisure. Sailing offers a steady routine of low-impact movement, balancing on deck, trimming sails, and moving from cockpit to cabin. Medical studies confirm that this kind of functional exercise improves balance, leg strength, and core stability, all of which are essential for staying independent as we age. But there is more than muscle at work. Retirement research consistently finds that outdoor, skill-based hobbies like sailing are linked to lower depression scores and higher well-being and life satisfaction. The freedom to point the bow anywhere and to chart a course without a schedule brings a sense of autonomy that is often missing from other forms of recreation. Every decision on the water, reading the wind, plotting a route, and adjusting for weather keeps the mind sharp and engaged. And while solitude is an option, the sailing community offers connection, marina friendships, shared anchorages, and a sense of belonging that can ease the isolation many feel after leaving the workforce. For many, the right boat transforms sailing from a challenge into a sustainable joy. It is not about speed or bravado. It is about finding a vessel that supports your health, protects your confidence, and opens the door to years of adventure on your own terms. A smart approach to choosing a sailboat after 60 starts with minimizing the physical demands of sailing. The first items to check are the systems that let you handle sails and anchor gear without leaving the cockpit or straining your back. Roller furling for the headsail stands out as the single most effective upgrade. No more crawling out onto a heaving foredeck to reef or douse the jib. With a simple pull of the line, the sail furls or unfurls from the safety of the cockpit, reducing both risk and effort. Many production cruisers in the 30 to 45-foot range now come with this feature as standard, and retrofit kits are widely available for older boats. Electric winches are the next game changer. These powered units can hoist sails or trim sheets with the push of a button, making what used to be a full-body workout manageable for anyone with shoulder or hand limitations. Even retrofitting a single electric winch for halyards and reefing lines can transform sail handling, especially on breezy days. For those who anchor frequently, a powered windlass is essential. Lifting a heavy chain and anchor by hand is a common source of back injuries, but an electric windlass does the job in seconds, letting you anchor and re-anchor without hesitation. Hull and deck design also play a key role in reducing strain. Look for a boat with a shallow draft, ideally under 6 feet, which opens up more anchorages and allows for easier escapes in shifting weather. Wide, flat side decks and sturdy handrails make moving around safer, while ergonomic cockpit layouts with high supportive coamings and seats at a comfortable height reduce fatigue on long days underway. Interiors with gentle companionway steps and clear handholds lower the risk of falls, turning everyday movement into something you can do with confidence. These features, taken together, form a practical checklist for anyone screening boats for a long, enjoyable sailing life after 60. Stepping onto a center cockpit cruiser, the first thing most sailors notice is a strong sense of protection. The cockpit sits higher and farther from the stern, shielded from spray and breaking waves. This design cuts exposure to wind and water in half, making long days at sea less tiring. The companionway is usually shorter and leads straight down to a spacious aft cabin, a favorite for anyone who values privacy and undisturbed sleep. Center cockpit layouts also tend to keep movement between cockpit and living spaces secure, with sturdy handholds and fewer sharp changes in level. Deck saloon models offer a different kind of comfort. The raised saloon floods the interior with natural light and provides panoramic views from inside, so even on chilly or rainy days, you can keep watch in warmth and comfort. The main living area often sits just a step or two below the cockpit, with wide passages and gentle stairs. For older sailors, this means less climbing and easier transitions, especially in rough weather. Many find that the visibility and open feeling of a deck saloon make longer passages less confining and more enjoyable. Heavy displacement cruisers, whether center cockpit or aft cockpit, bring their own advantage: a slow, gentle motion at sea. Heavier hulls dampen the hobby horsing that can make lighter boats tiring, especially in choppy conditions. Studies on motion comfort consistently show that these boats reduce fatigue and seasickness, allowing for better rest. As one senior cruiser said, after switching to a heavier boat, "I sleep through most nights now, even when it is blowing outside." It is like being in a cradle instead of a roller coaster. For those who plan to spend weeks or months aboard, this kind of comfort is not a luxury. It is essential for health and confidence. Each of these design families offers a distinct blend of security, visibility, and motion comfort, helping older sailors match their needs to the right boat. Every sailboat listing boasts comfort and space, but the real difference for sailors over 60 lies beneath the surface, in the numbers and build choices that quietly define safety and ease of ownership. The first filter is stability. For a 35 to 45-foot cruiser, a Styx rating in the mid-30s or higher, and an ISO category A or B sets a baseline for offshore confidence. Classic blue water designs often score above 40 on the Styx index, offering a margin of safety that is hard to find in lighter, performance-oriented models. Ballast ratio is another key metric. Boats in the 35 to 45% range, with ballast carried low in the keel, recover from knockdowns more predictably and ride out rough seas with less drama. For coastal cruising, a 25 to 35% ballast ratio paired with a wide beam can still deliver a stable, forgiving ride. Construction matters just as much. Solid fiberglass hulls below the waterline have a long track record of withstanding accidental groundings and resisting hidden water intrusion. Surveyors routinely find that cored hulls, while lighter and stiffer when new, can develop expensive problems if moisture finds its way inside, especially around chain plates and deck fittings. For retirees who want to avoid surprise yard bills, a solid glass hull is a straightforward, proven choice. On deck, the safest boats keep companionway steps under 8 inches high, with sturdy handholds within easy reach. Cockpit seats should sit about 16 to 18 inches off the sole, making it easier to stand up without strain. Simple rigs are another quiet safety feature. Boats with conservative sail plans, modest head sails, roller furling, and minimal high-load controls allow older sailors to depower quickly in a squall, often without leaving the cockpit. Surveyors often point out that electric winches and self-tailing hardware are not just luxuries, they are essential for reducing shoulder and back injuries. As one marine surveyor noted, a solid hull and a well-supported rig will save you more headaches than any gadget or upgrade. That is what keeps older sailors on the water, not in the yard. Annual costs for a 35 to 40-foot sailboat can surprise even experienced sailors. Marina fees alone often run between $4,000 and $10,000 per year, depending on location. Routine maintenance, including engine service, bottom paint, and small repairs, adds another $4,000 to $10,000. Insurance is a moving target. Most owners in their 60s pay $1,000 to $2,500 each year on a mid-value cruiser, with premiums climbing sharply after age 70. These numbers do not include major upgrades or unexpected repairs, which can arrive in lumps in the five figures. The real budget trap is the project boat. Surveyors and yard managers report that refits on older cruisers often end up costing 1.5 to 3 times the first estimate, with 25 to 50% overruns common once hidden problems are found. For most older buyers, the safest bet is a well-kept boat that is ready to cruise, even if it means spending more upfront and skipping the fixer-up dream. Choosing the right size band can make all the difference. For most older sailors, the sweet spot is between 30 and 45 feet, large enough for comfort and small enough to handle alone or as a couple. Before making an offer, run through a clear action checklist. Start by reviewing the boat's specifications and maintenance logs, because these records are as important as any sea trial. On the water, time how quickly you can reef. 3 minutes or less is the benchmark for safe, manageable sail handling at this age. Walk every deck and cabin transition, checking for handholds and easy movement. Insist on a full survey, including moisture scans and a rigging inspection. As one retired sailor said, "Downsizing gave me back my peace of mind. I sail more now and worry less." Right now, more people over 60 are choosing the water, not to chase youth, but to redefine what is possible. The safest, most comfortable sailboats are not just designs, they are invitations. The sea does not ask your age, it asks if you are ready to keep moving forward. Share your thoughts below.